Hello again, and welcome to the Prince Magnum channel. I'm your host, Prince Magnum. Welcome to Two Sides of the Same Coin. Uh, Saturday, the 29th of October, 2016, we took Project Spirit to Leadwood for a car show. But not just any car show. This was a charity benefit to help a family, the Moyers family. Um, the whole family was down in Florida on vacation, and they were getting ready to come back home uh, when a drunk driver, more or less, clipped their back end. They went off the road. Horrible accident, and Mr. and Mrs. Moyers passed on. The children were banged up pretty badly, and I don't know all the details, but from what I understand, they were still in the hospital for a good long while, even after Mom and Dad were buried. The Leadwood Fire Department got together and put on this amazing car show, and a lot of people turned out. I believe the final count of all the vehicles that were there at the time when awards were handed out were a grand total of 96 cars and trucks and just all sorts of different things out there. There was a lot of amazing rides. Even Spirit got a little bit of notoriety. Um, We've seen a lot of rat rods. Down here, we're seeing more and more rat rods pop up, and a lot of them are very old pickup trucks. The pickup truck community down here is really almost, I mean, just absolutely exploded with popularity. So we're seeing a lot more hot rod pickup trucks from yesteryear. And I mean, there was just a lot of amazing rides, like this one here that actually had a Cummins diesel in it. Never seen anything like it. There was a lot of interesting vehicles down there. And let me say up front, a lot of the people that were down there, I have made friends with. Quite a few of them I had made friends with over the course of, we'll say, about a year because of Project Spirit. And I'd never seen this one before, this beautiful looking 56 Chevy. Immediately when it came in, I had to rush over there and get pictures. It was absolutely gorgeous. I'd never seen it at a car show. So a lot of people who didn't go to car shows actually broke their hot rods out and were down there strutting their stuff. And I had never seen this next one. Take a look at the turn signals on this truck. Never seen anything like it. Actually, that one was kind of thrown together for the show. And Project Spirit actually got to sit in between a couple of Chevys. We were all friends, and that's the way the hot rod community should be. We were all there. Matter of fact, the guy who owns the Impala, I had actually met at the Azalea Festival, and he was just very friendly, just a real nice guy, and always glad to see him there. There was a lot of amazing rides out there. Now, for those of you who have never been to a car show, what you're seeing, I mean, is very commonplace. I mean, you'll see all sorts of stuff come out of the woodwork, especially in a smaller community like here in St. Francis County. Like this beautiful looking 57 Chevy four-door. Yes, it's a four-door. And take a look at that station wagon. Oh, that beautiful looking 63 Fairlane station wagon. I mean, just a lot of amazing rides out there. And let me tell you all, I mean, the hot rod community down here has quite a wide variety. I mean, shoot, you even have stuff like this beautiful looking Challenger. I know the owner, and I've gotten to know him over the course of about 2 years when we started originally showing Project Beauty, and I've got to meet and know him, and I'm always glad to see him at car shows. It's just he's a really nice guy. One of the things I will tell you, in our communities down here, there's no such thing as ricers or posers per se. We all just love our hot rods. We live in a community that everyone's just glad to see these cars on the road. They're glad to see the wide variety that we have. So, if you've never been to a car show like down here in Leadwood or any of the surrounding towns, you're really missing out. So, the next clip that you're about to see, I want to thank the Leadwood Police Department. They let us have some fun. And you're going to get to see some awesome burnouts. There was a guy who left out in a Mustang, and he did an amazing burnout, and he didn't wreck. So I guess maybe you guys might, those who keep ending up in the Mustang memes might want to take some pointers from a few of our hot rodders down here. I'd like to tell you all that Project Spirit laid an amazing smoke cloud and a lot of rubber, but she wouldn't do it for whatever reason. I got a lot of ideas why. I mean, she goes great in snowy weather, but she just wouldn't lock up and spin tires. She locked up and pulled. And, I mean, shoot, wasn't too long ago when Vera broke down, we had to use Spirit to drag her home. So she did exactly what she was supposed to. She locked up and pulled. But she still got a lot of attention. And Leadwood really did welcome the Prince Magnum channel with open arms. They didn't, nobody hassled. It was just a very welcoming environment. Unfortunately, a lot of people were really still down about the loss of such, wonderful people. And the police department, I mean, they just granted us the open door to go right ahead and lay rubber. So I got out there with the camera, but like I said, Spirit wouldn't do it. And I'm sorry to let everyone down because they were really hoping she would, which was really funny because when later on down the road, I got to a flat spot and I kind of let out a little quick on the clutch. She spun the tires. So of all the things, she wouldn't do it for anybody else, but she would do it when we were off on our own. So just goes to show, success happens in complete solitude, and failure happens in open public. So there you have it. I mean, it's kind of funny. It's just one of them things. So if you got, they did say that they were going to do the show again next year because the kids are still, they're not adults yet. So obviously the community feels that they have to do what they can to help the kids. And so the show will happen again next year. So Leadwood, if the police department is very willing to let us do this again, ooh, that was a beautiful Camaro. I should have got more footage of it other than this burnout. But anyhow, if you guys let us do this again next year, let us do some burnouts, I promise that we will make sure that Project Spirit lays some rubber for you all, if you all are willing. So there you have it. I mean, it was a wonderful, wonderful time. It was just unfortunate that this car show happened on the heels of such a horrible tragedy. But again, I want to go out on a limb while I have a few moments of video left. I want to tell you all that I believe that we have here in St. Francis County and the surrounding counties, we have quite possibly one of the greatest hot rodding communities, custom car communities, however you want to put it. We have one of the best here in Missouri, possibly in the state, and I may even go out on a limb and say that we may have the best in the world. My opinion, you're welcome to argue, but I believe we have the best around. So, again, I want to thank Leadwood, and especially for the firefighters of Leadwood and the police department and just everyone in the community for such a warm welcome, for putting on such an amazing car show. I want to thank everybody who showed up to help with the benefit. I hope that we were at least somewhat helpful to the benefit because we tried to help raise the awareness. And my final thoughts are, as always, get out there and work on a project. I don't care what it is. I don't care what it is. Do something with yourself. If you have a sweetheart, sweep them off their feet. And above all, if nobody has told you that they love you today, Prince Magnum does. God bless you, and have a happy 24. Thank you.
I love you. want you to know that